kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike, let's go, D. Big series right here. We got.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. They had no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Down to lose 1.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
54, down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets it off to Freeman. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now it's Ryan. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Ryan to throw. He completes it to Jones. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
No. 51, Doug! Watch out.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, South, 58. Get out.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And it's taken in at the 9. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Mack. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Mack on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's get it. Jack Rabbit. Jack Rabbit. Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Makes it third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
45 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Brissett from the gun on third. Ebron's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
53. What's the run? They're running it.
Running on first down with Ware. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Face.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After the sack on first down, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Bravo.
50, Mike 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, Mike 50.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Ware.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's checking. Crash.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th-quarter comeback for the QB. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown That gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Gun.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Ryan will throw again. And he's got it. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, Delta. Topper.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, sprint plans. 21.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go.
5.
To throw again is Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The quick slant caught. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Check it out, Reed. Oh, shot.
Now Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tuesday.
Here's Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
59, Danny. 25. 39. Hey, South. 50. Mike 50. Get ready. Hey, Mike. Gun. Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now. Mike's 50. Get up.
Here's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, hold it. In your face. Gun. Hey, look through. Gun. 51, down. Gun. Shit. Check. 25.
Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. Looking downfield and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering,